What's up guys, it's DK here and welcome to Quick Tips featuring Destiny. Today I'll be showing you the best and easiest way to beat Valus Teoric in the level 28 weekly Nightfall strike mission. Let's get started. Alright, so let's just check out the modifiers down here. First one is Epic. Heavily shielded and highly aggressive enemies appear in great numbers. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next one is Jugular. No ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Basically means whatever gun you're using, you will not drop ammo for it. I'll be talking about that a bit later. Angry. Minions of the darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. So basically there's no stagger on any of the guns, so take that upgrade off if you have it on. Arc Burn. Arc damage is from any source is greatly increased. I highly recommend you use arc weapons to the full potential because you'll do the most damage. And Nightfall. If all players die, your fire team is returned to orbit. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well, and what you can do about it. Okay, so from just entering the room with boss, Valus Teoric. Okay, so you end up on these two platforms. There's one on the far right, one on the far left. The one on the far right, there's actually a spot, which I'm in right now. He can't kill you. Well, he can, but if all three of you are down there, you can easily revive each other. So that's pretty much the spot to sit in. You just got to be aware that there's enemies that spawn up here as well. There's like a door just to the right of me where I am now. Okay, so there's the boss. The boss man. You can see my friends down there just getting in line to kill him. So now you can just unleash. Now he's going to launch these missiles at you. If you all time it correctly, like don't all jump at the same time, jump one at a time, he shouldn't be able to kill yous. So, time for some quick tips. Firstly, let's talk about the modifiers and what we can do about them to make this Nightfall strike a lot more easier. So firstly, we have Epic. Not much to say other than enemies have shields and a lot more spawn than normal, so just bear that in mind when fighting Valus. Even if you coordinate with your squad, so then one person focuses on enemies and the other two focus on Valus, would be quite handy. Next is Jugular, which is enemies won't drop any ammo for your current weapon. The way I will get around this is by purchasing ammo synthesis. You can get it from the vendor or the gunsmith vendor at the tower. I normally just buy 5 of each, and well, I guess it's just to make sure I'm ready for every battle I ever get into, so yeah, that's always helpful. The next modifier after that is Angry, which I've already spoken about. After that is Arc Burn? Yeah, Arc Burn. This is probably the most important, as with arc weapons, or if you're a hunter with Blade Dancer, does ridiculous damage in comparison to any other element. So take full advantage of this and it will make your life a hell of a lot more easier. My legendary fusion rifle canes enemies in like 2 to 3 shots depending on the shield, the range, and how much of it actually hits. It's definitely a lifesaver. And the last one is Nightfall. The Nightfall modifier is a real pain in the ass, because if you get teamed down by the enemy, you end up getting sent back to the orbit. Yeah, which means that you have to start all the way from the very beginning all over again, which is not fun, especially if you get up to there. It's happened to me, I think twice. I got up to the last boss, or up to Valus, and yeah, we died on the boss and had to start all the way over again. This is before I learnt about arc burn. See, because I was just using normal weapons, so it was really frustrating. But yeah, after I learned about arc burn, I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna be so much more easier. So the way you get away, not away. So the way you get around it is, if you have warlocks, they have a subclass called Sunsinger, and their supers is basically self-resurrect. They can resurrect themselves after death. So if your whole team is down, you can come back and revive the other 2 people. But well, as you can see, a friend of mine, he's got Sunsinger on as well. So we actually had both of us using Sunsinger. So I had my, if you notice through the video, I've had my super the entire time and I never used it, only because I was only using it for that particular purpose. So that helps a lot. Even just to get there is pretty helpful. And now for a map tip. There's a small crack of area on the far left of this little section where enemies can hit you from if you're standing there. So just be aware that you can be killed if you're just sitting in the corner. If you sit a little bit to the right, then you'll be fine, but yeah, they're always aiming at you and they're always shooting, so yeah, just be aware. Shooting assault rifles through that little gap will not work. It seems like there's an invisible wall, so yeah, that's kind of useless. Grenades won't work either. Again, invisible wall. But fusion rifles, however, will work. Not sure why that is, but take advantage of it. Kill enemies using fusion rifles through that gap. Oh, and after some time, when he's lower in life, he'll actually come after you and sit right on the ramp. He still can't hit you, but you can still hit him, so pummel him as much as possible while he's just standing there. You should never have to jump out of this spot either, because you won't run out of ammo if you have your synthesis at the ready. Just remember that there is a cooldown until you can use your next synthesis again. So just bear that in mind. One last thing, when he does get close to you on the ramp, if you stand right next to him, he's going to use like a ground shockwave kind of move, and he's going to kill you if you're standing within the zone. But he won't use it until you're actually standing right next to him, so yeah, just be aware of that as well. And I think that is it. I think that's all the information I can provide, and I think it's more than enough. So if you found this video informative and if you really enjoyed the content and want to see more quick tips, leave a like, subscribe if you'd like to, post some comments if you want about anything else you want to see. I mean, if you like Destiny, I'm thoroughly enjoying Destiny at the moment, and I have a few more things I'd like to create. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video. This is DK, signing out.